a former mayor of New York City, the former attorney for President Trump, Rudy Giuliani, is here live, as you see now. We like to call him America's mayor. Welcome in, sir.
Very nice to be with you, Ed, but not under these circumstances. I wrote a column several times, the latest one being during the de Blasio administration, that any city that has an appreciable number of homeless people is a city that has a mayor that doesn't have a conscience, a soul, a heart. How you can drive down the streets of your city and watch people live on the street, even in warm weather.
So why did he tell them to stay on the streets? Why was he telling the police initially, don't force them into shelters? That was the policy you had.
Because
Ed
he's a
Koch
communist.
Why?
You surprised? Communists have no regard for human life. Neither do Islamic extremist supporters. He's both. My God, he's like a double. He's like a double factor. I mean, there's no group of people that have less regard for human life over the last 150 years than the followers of Karl Marx. The only group that might equal that is the last 1,400 years of the strict followers of Muhammad. So the man brought up in a culture where human life means nothing, and the prevalence and the victory of his ideology, which is a combination of communism. You know, he's going to have stores to provide our food. He's going to have rent control. I don't know if he calls himself a communist or not, but he doesn't have to. He has straight out communist positions.
Right.
And he's very favorable to Hamas. Oh, they've only killed hundreds of thousands of people. Very favorable to Iran. His father was a big supporter of all of them.
Right.
He can't fool anybody that he isn't a supporter, not of Islam,
sure,
of Islamic extremism, including the people who attacked the city. He is now ridiculously governing now.
Right.
Now, killing people during a snowstorm is absurd. He reversed a policy of New York City that started before me, continued with me, and continued to him. It goes back, I think it goes back to before Ed Koch, Ed.
Yeah.
It's a policy, and I made it much stricter. It's a policy that says if you get near freezing, then all these rules about you can't force the homeless to go into a shelter are over. You can force them to go into a shelter.
Right. You want to protect lives. I get it. But I want to get back to the communism part as well, because you're making so many important points at once. So he promised free buses. The bus fare in our beloved city of New York has gone up, as you know. They're saying the buses are running less on time. There's snow piled up. The rats are running wild. And he can't seem to govern the basics of the city, sir. What is going on? What's your remedy to try to dig us out of this?
Well, the remedy usually in a straight communist socialist situation is the government falls. I mean, that's what you have. That's what you have going on in Venezuela, right? The people can't eat.
Yep.
That's what you have in the Soviet Union. The people can't eat. But believe it or not, that's what you have going on in half of China. The people can't eat. So I don't know what happens here, but it's failing on day one. He promised us this. He would show us how socialism can work. Well, the guy fell on his face immediately. I mean, he right now has committed one of the biggest sins a New York City mayor can commit. Not picking up the snow. It almost cost John Lindsay his job. Even the worst New York City mayors knew how to pick up the snow.
Exactly.
I mean, I was very good at it, but so were all my predecessors and successors.
So last thing, Andrew Cuomo wanted to be mayor and lost, obviously. And now he goes on the radio yesterday in New York and says he doesn't think taxing the rich will work. I think I've heard everything now. Cuomo is saying don't tax the rich. Your final thought.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, we all know that taxing the rich won't work. There's another reason, a very practical one. There are no more rich people left in New York. By the time they're finished, they'll have nobody to tax.
Right.
It's
insane.
In record numbers.
Yep. The rest of them are going to move to Florida and the Carolinas. We're seeing the exodus, and it's very, very sad. Mr. Mayor, always appreciate your time. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I'm very sad. I hope I didn't smile too much. It's only because I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, there you go. Sometimes you want to cry.
Mr. Mayor, I'd cry.